Hi everyone, this is Josh Culp. We are learning Daf Lammed Daled of Masechet Gittin. And I wanted to talk about two concepts that come up on this daf. The first is called Gilui Dat Begitin, revelation of intent when it comes to divorce, to Gittin, to divorce documents. And the other is Ein Onus Begitin. There is no such thing as duress when it comes to Gittin. So the first concept is a dispute between Abai and Rava. Abai holds that Gilui Data Begita Lav Miltehi. There's no such thing as revelation of intent when it comes to Gittin. What this means is that in order to do an action, namely to annul the get, the husband has to actually say that he is annulling the get, tell the shaliach, and not just reveal his intent. Whereas Rava says as long as the husband reveals his intent, he has annulled the get, and the get is annulled. The second topic is Onus Begitin, which is really a sugya in Ketubot, Daf Gimel, page 3. And that refers to a case of a person who comes back within let's say he set a time period with which to come back in order to annul the get, let's say a year. These are things that seem to have happened. And he doesn't come back within that year, but he comes close. We had a story like this. He's standing on the other side of the bridge, and he's saying, I'm here, but there's no ferry to take him across the bridge. According to one position, that counts, right? The fact that he was in circumstances beyond his control, unable to return, counts as if he came back. And the second position is that it does not count. Now, the commonality between the two of these things is that according to Abai and according to the position that holds Ein Onus Begitin, there is no such thing as duress when it comes to divorce law. We are on much safer grounds. In order to annul the get, we need the husband to do something, to say something. He needs to return to where he said he would return to. He needs to say the words, I am annulling this get, or any of those words that we saw avail for annulling the get. And we do not look into a person's heart and try to discern what his intent is. Abai would say that that is a dangerous endeavor, and that is a very dangerous endeavor indeed when it comes to Gittin, where the stakes are high. Annulling a get, if the woman does not know that the get is annulled, she could go get married and create all sorts of problems. Children of a subsequent marriage are mamzerim. She's prohibited the first husband and the second husband. It's a law that comes up in Yevamot, and these are really dire consequences. So Abai is under much safer ground, saying, look, we don't, in general in law, look into a person's heart. We look into what they say, what they do, and we don't try to judge a person based on their inner lives, their inner intent, because those inner lives are indiscernible to others. And indeed, in this case, despite the fact that the halacha almost never follows Abai, there are only 6 such cases. Ya'el Kagam, that gimel in the Kagam, that's a mnemonic device to remember the 6 times that the halacha follows Abai in his disputes with Rava. That gimel is Gilui Dat Begitin, our case over here. So we have a rare win for Abai, and I think that they're more than just sort of happens to be that the halacha follows Abai this way. It's because the Gemara does not want to follow Rava because it is too dangerous to say that a person's intent can actually annul the get without him stating so explicitly.